My girlfriend tweeted, "If he can't handle me at my worst, he doesn't deserve me at my best," after screaming at me in public. I retweeted it with, "You're right," and blocked her. She showed up at my work the next day asking why I'd embarrassed her online. I, 27 male, dated Catherine, 25, for 2 years. We met through mutual friends, hit it off immediately. She was funny, ambitious, gorgeous, had 11K Twitter followers from her lifestyle content. I should have known. The public screaming incident happened at her friend's engagement party. Outdoor venue, fairy lights, about 80 people. I was talking to the groom's brother about basketball when Catherine appeared, already 3 drinks deep. "There you are. Of course you're talking about sports." I introduced her. She rolled her eyes. "We need to leave. Now." "Kath, we just got here an hour ago." "I don't care. Deborah's here." Deborah, her ex-best friend who'd apparently stolen a brand partnership from her 6 months ago. They'd been subtweeting each other ever since. So, just avoid her. That's when she lost it. Full volume, in front of everyone. "You never support me. You don't understand what she did to me. You're supposed to be on my side." People stopped talking. The music kept playing, but nobody was dancing anymore. Everyone was watching Catherine gesture wildly, voice getting louder with each word. "You're just like everyone else. You think I'm being dramatic. You think I'm crazy. Catherine, please. Don't Catherine, please me. I'm done explaining myself to people who don't get it." She threw her drink. Not at me, at the ground, but it splashed on the bride-to-be's dress. Dead silence. I apologized to everyone, got Catherine to the car. She cried the whole way home, oscillating between "I'm sorry" and "You made me look psycho." 2 hours later, she tweeted, "If he can't handle me at my worst, he doesn't deserve me at my best." 47 retweets, 892 likes. Comments like, "Period," and "Men always want us to shrink ourselves." I sat on my couch, scrolling through the replies. People who weren't there, didn't see what happened, cheering her on, making me the villain in a story they didn't even know. So I retweeted it, added 2 words, "You're right." Then I blocked her. On everything. Twitter, Instagram, phone, email. Total radio silence. My phone started buzzing immediately. Her friends, her sister, numbers I didn't recognize. I turned it off and went to bed. The next morning she was in my office lobby. "We need to talk about what you did. Catherine, please leave. You humiliated me." Do you know how many people saw that? Contacts from my brand partnerships are asking questions. "Your brand contacts?" "Yes, the agency that handles my deals called, and 3 of my contacts have DM'd asking if we broke up. You're affecting my income." I looked at her. Really looked at her. Perfectly styled hair, fresh manicure, designer bag. No signs of the hysterical woman from 18 hours ago. "You screamed at me in public. You threw a drink that ruined someone's engagement dress. But I'm the problem?" "That's different. That was private." There were 80 people there. They're not my audience. My followers are, and you made me look crazy to them. "I agreed with you, Catherine. You said I don't deserve you at your best." I agreed. Her face went through about 6 different emotions. Confusion, anger, realization, more anger. "Take it down." "No. Take it down, or you'll what?" She stared at me. For the first time in 2 years, she had nothing to say. Security eventually escorted her out, but this was just the beginning. Update 1. It's been a week since I retweeted her and blocked her. A week of absolute chaos. First, she started a Twitter thread. 15 tweets about emotional manipulation and narcissistic abuse. How I'd isolated her from her support system by blocking her. How the retweet was digital domestic violence. I'm not exaggerating. She used those exact words. Digital domestic violence. My retweet went from 50 likes to 8,000. Mostly after some of the bride's friends started quote tweeting it, asking, "Is this about what I think it's about?" People started digging. Found videos of her previous public meltdowns. Her old roommate chimed in with stories. The bride from the engagement party posted the dress cleaning bill. Catherine doubled down, posted a TikTok crying about mob harassment, said I'd weaponized the internet against her. Got 100K views in 6 hours. Then things got weird. My landlord called, said someone reported me for violating the lease by running a business from my apartment. I don't run a business. My gym canceled my membership. Someone had called claiming to be me, said I was moving to Australia. 3 food delivery orders I didn't make showed up at my office. She was trying to inconvenience me into submission. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. But here's the thing about creating a digital footprint of your crazy. It's evidence. I started documenting everything. Every false report, every unwanted delivery, every single thing that could be traced back to her. Then her mom called me. "Patrick, honey, what's going on? Catherine's locked herself in her apartment. She won't eat. She says you've ruined her life." I like her mom. Rachel's good people. So I told her everything. The screaming, the drink, the harassment campaign. Long pause. Then, that explains the credit card charges. What charges? She's been ordering things to random addresses. Food, flowers, even a mime. Who orders a mime? Rachel, she's in a harassment spiral. You need to get her help. I know, I'll handle it. 2 days later, Catherine's Twitter went quiet. Her TikTok too. Radio silence across all platforms. I thought it was over. I was wrong. Because while Catherine was MIA, her friend Virginia wasn't. And Virginia had a YouTube channel with 200K subscribers. The video title, "My Best Friend's Ex is Stalking Her," a deep dive. 45 minutes of lies, half-truths, and creative editing. She'd screenshot my retweet, but not Catherine's original post. Talked about the blocking, but not the public screaming. Painted me as an abuser who'd gaslit Catherine into thinking she was crazy. But Virginia made one mistake. In a montage showing how stressed Catherine had been lately, she included a blurry 2-second clip from the engagement party. She probably thought it was harmless. But you could just make out the sound of screaming, and you could see the faint arc of a drink being thrown. The narrative started shifting. Update 2. Remember that blurry clip in Virginia's video? The bride's cousin had the full Instagram story. And apparently, so did a few other people. Within hours, a supercut was circulating. The engagement party incident, all angles. It showed everything. Catherine screaming about Deborah sabotaging her. Me trying to calm her down. The drink throw. The bride's shocked face. My repeated apologies as I guided Catherine out. Digital domestic violence started trending, but not how Catherine wanted. People were mocking her. Memes everywhere. Someone auto-tuned her screaming and it got 2 million views on TikTok. Virginia tried damage control. Posted a follow-up video claiming the engagement party video was taken out of context. Said Catherine was having a panic attack and I'd failed to support her. That's when Deborah entered the chat. Remember Deborah? The ex-best friend who stole the brand partnership? She posted her own thread, with receipts, emails showing Catherine trying to sabotage her deals, screenshots of Catherine creating fake accounts to leave bad reviews on Deborah's content, a recorded phone call where Catherine admitted to lying to brands about Deborah. The stolen partnership? The brand approached Deborah after Catherine showed up to a photo shoot 2 hours late and drunk. The internet turned hard. Catherine's follower count dropped from 11K to 6K in 48 hours. Brands started dropping her. Her carefully curated image was crumbling in real time. Then she made her biggest mistake. She came back online with a Notes app apology. You know the type. "I've been doing a lot of reflecting, and this isn't who I am, and mental health is so important." But she couldn't help herself. Had to add, "While I take accountability for my actions, I'm disappointed that my ex chose to publicly humiliate me instead of handling this privately." I'd stayed quiet through everything. Hadn't posted once beyond the retweet. But this required a response. I posted my own thread. Started with, "Since we're discussing public versus private, here's what private looked like." Then I laid it out. Every incident over 2 years. The restaurant meltdowns. The cashier she made cry. The time she threw my phone because I didn't like her Instagram post fast enough. Each story calm, factual, with witnesses tagged. But the kicker was the security footage. Yeah, my office building had cameras in the lobby. Crystal clear video of her demanding I delete the retweet, threatening me, getting escorted out by security. I ended with, "I didn't humiliate you publicly, you did that yourself. I just agreed with you." Her mom called me crying. "Patrick, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was this bad. We're getting her into therapy, real therapy this time." This time, she's quit on 3 different therapists, says they don't align with her personal brand. Jesus. The final blow came from an unexpected place, the bride from the engagement party. She sued Catherine for the dress, small claims court, $1,200 plus emotional distress. Posted the filing publicly with the note, since she likes putting everything on social media. Catherine tried to countersue for defamation. When they finally had the hearing, the judge took one look at the video compilation online and dismissed her claim. Didn't even take 5 minutes of deliberation. But here's where it gets really interesting. Update 3. It's been 3 months since the engagement party incident, 2 months since the internet meltdown, 1 month since I've heard from Catherine directly. You'd think this story ends with her disappearing into obscurity, maybe moving back home, getting that therapy her mom mentioned. Nope. She pivoted to OnlyFans. I'm not joking. Rebranded herself as a mental health warrior and survivor of public shaming. Posts thirst traps with captions about healing and rising above. She's making bank. Turns out infamy sells better than lifestyle content ever did. Virginia's still making YouTube videos defending her. They've turned the whole thing into a saga about cancel culture and mob mentality. Their narrative now is that I orchestrated everything, that I knew she'd blow up at the party, knew she'd tweet about it, planned the retweet to go viral. I'm apparently some kind of evil genius playing 4D chess. The truth? I was just tired. Tired of being screamed at. Tired of apologizing for her behavior. Tired of being the villain in her stories. That retweet wasn't some master plan. It was just agreement. Exhausted, defeated agreement. But here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. Alexander reached out last week. Alexander was Catherine's ex before me. The one she always described as toxic and manipulative. The one who never supported her dreams and tried to dim her light. Hey man, his message started. I know this is weird, but I wanted to say I'm sorry you went through that, and thanks. We met for coffee. Turns out Alexander's story was eerily similar to mine. Public meltdowns blamed on him. Social media campaigns about his abuse. The only difference? He didn't have video evidence, just suffered in silence while she painted him as a monster. She had me convinced I was the problem, he said. Therapy twice a week, thinking I was some kind of narcissist. Then I saw your thread and realized, holy shit, it wasn't me. We compared notes. The patterns were identical. The screaming, the public humiliation, the social media revisionism, even the same accusations. Never supportive, emotionally unavailable, didn't understand her vision. Alexander's been dating someone new for a year. Normal, he said, laughing. It's weird how normal feels weird after Catherine. I knew exactly what he meant. Here's the thing about my viral revenge story that nobody talks about. It wasn't revenge. It was just exhaustion. I didn't plan to destroy her reputation. I didn't want to become Twitter's main character for a week. I just wanted her to stop. And she did stop. Stopped calling, stopped showing up, stopped making me the villain. But she didn't stop being herself. She's still out there, still spinning narratives, still convinced she's the hero of every story. Just found a new audience willing to pay $14.99 a month for it. As for me, I'm dating again. Nothing serious yet. Hard to trust when you've been through the Catherine experience. But my therapist says that's normal. Yeah, I got a therapist. A real one. Not one I'll quit on for not understanding my brand. The retweet is still up, still getting random likes and comments. It became a meme in some corners of the internet. You're right is apparently peak breakup energy. Sometimes I wonder if I should delete it. Move on completely, let the whole thing die. But then I remember the bride's ruined dress, the cashier she made cry, Alexander suffering in silence, all the people she hurt while playing victim. So it stays up, a digital monument to the danger of believing your own hype. Catherine's mom, Rachel, still texts occasionally. Updates on the therapy. She's sticking with it this time, apparently. Apologies for not seeing the signs sooner. Hope that I'm doing well. I am doing well. Not great, not terrible. Just, well, turns out that's enough. Oh, and the bride from the engagement party? She followed me on Instagram last week. Posted a story of her wedding dress, pristine white, no champagne stains. Tagged me with, thanks for the drama content. Made the wedding speeches way more interesting. At least someone got a happy ending out of this mess. That's it. Reddit. No profound wisdom. No satisfying conclusion where the villain learns their lesson. Just life. Messy and ongoing. But hey, at least I'm not getting screamed at in public anymore. Small victories, right? Edit. Since everyone's asking, yes, I still have her blocked. No, I don't check her OnlyFans. And yes, my retweet is still the top result when you Google her name. Make of that what you will.